Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LCK Spring 2025.
But the first pick comes in from Dudu, so he says, not nerfed enough. And is doing a great job, actually, in taking these trades. Is up on levels.
With the level up for Zeus though, trade still not too bad.
Look at this timing.
Dudu, he's in.
Oh, he's so baited by this. He does have his flash, but red buff Xinjiao level 3.
There's no way.
And there's the knock up. Although, yep, the follow flash, and now Dudu in a lot of trouble, and they even get the kill over to Zeus. Just over this, and yes, they will. All four members of DNF are going to group up and take the dragon. And how will Esports just say, you can have it. It's fine.
I'm going to contest it. There is also a very valid way of arguing here for Hanwha Life, which is we don't really need to do too much early. Giving up one Drake definitely isn't going to be too big a deal. And if we get to the team fight stage, we will just beat this team. We'll have Dutch.
Yeah, again with the milk. I don't know about that.
Yeah, you know that I remember reading that for some people it's weird to just drink like a glass of milk with your lunch.
I mean,
not a thing.
As an American, it's not crazy for me, as there was a big campaign for a lot of us to do that as well, for the calcium. This dive is going to be huge, as the flash is fantastic, though, for Bulldog, but the knockup is even better from Delight. Just makes him look silly under the turret. He uses flash and Spirit Rush and still dies.
Oh, how can play? If that was just Delight, he actually outplayed that, and we'll see. Yoshik might get the... Can he get it off? Oh, just out of range.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, that was actually, I think, as well played by Bulldog as it could be, but the fact that Viper was there is a big deal. Unfortunately, I don't know if the Freecs are actually... Oh, they are, yeah. Going to be able to use this timing window where Bulldog is going to come up soon, has TP, and Viper is dead. Should be a second Drake, and... You know, Bulldog ended up dying, but I actually think that stall was a big deal, plus the fact that Viper had to invest his ultimate and still ended up, even though it was getting executed, that's 2 dragons.
Ooh.
And Infernal, that's one of the ways where I do see that the Freecs actually get a lot more longevity. The side lane situation, though, is getting increasingly worrying.
The wall just kind of missed. You can still do that, right?
Yeah, you
summon it over the wall? Like,
yeah.
That's still a thing?
Yep.
Doesn't really matter. Delays the charge by 0.05 seconds.
Oh, Life found out.
Yeah, Life is seen here. He is recon with Flash. I would imagine that eventually he just, dashes away, finishes Manamune.
True.
But it's not stacked.
No.
And it's decently far away.
Spike's very far behind, but it's going to TP in fresh. I think the Freecs actually take control here of the river.
Yeah. Shock Blast missing as well. The poke going better for DNF, even with the super fed Jace at this point in time. And might just come down to a flip at this point. So Peanut is in the pit, is now looking for the engage. Not going to hit Pyoshik, but the smite still goes to Peanut. Life goes in, but just dies immediately, as that is not the engage you were looking for. Pyoshik is burning, and he's just barely going to survive. But again, DNF...
the biggest hater. Which is impressive, because we all did not enjoy it.
We do have a lot of haters here on our team. So yeah, this isn't the most exciting game of League of Legends. This is really a thinking man's game, because Hanwha Life Esports have 3 kills, and it feels like the game is over.
Everyone can need to be appreciative of the ebbs and flows of life.
Yeah. Not every day is going to be the best day ever.
No, sometimes you just clock in, have an honest day of work.
You go home, you're like, huh, that was the day.
I will not remember this day.
I enjoyed my time decently. So they're just going to take the Otacon, and DNF say, okay, you can have it. And now they're running away. We'll see how successful that is, as Zeus is frontlining, and he's chasing it, get away from him. He just keeps doing flips in their face, and they're just running away. It's the 3rd time he's done that. Oh no! What happened to Berserker? Where did he go? And he's going to withdraw, sure, but it's 2 kills for Hanwha Life. And that should be a second Drake as well if they'd like, but they might as well take the Baron instead.
Honest day of work. No, that's... You log into the game, you build a 2K gold lead, you flash into their faces. Oh, just give him just give him the dragon!
Oh, they're not allowed to
give him something!
They're not allowed to have this. Honestly, they shouldn't have even tried. Like, there's no world in which Hanwha Life let them have Infernal Soul Point.
Well, Bulldog is able to TP out. Does not lose to the It didn't work. Hanwha Life takes control of the pit. And I want you to see how little Zeus cares. This is a level 9 Rakan and a level 14 Neferi, and he has the buff. Very cool subversion of storytelling here by Hanwha Life, because all you want is action. You know, that's what you think, but then they give you the action, and it kind of hurts.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, oh no, I gotta look away. And it's another reminder that the best LCK game is one where there is as little action as possible.
Exactly. Violence is not the answer, ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna never mind. Quick. We're just gonna end them immediately. Although that's a lot of damage from Bulldog as he nearly dies. Reminder: they still have the Otacon buff here, but yeah, they're just playing very, very aggressively because they do not care. 11,000 golden lead. The one guy who doesn't have the Otacon buff is the Jace. Zeka goes in. Even Delight is sending it into 2 people as the Otacon buff is no longer around. And Hanwha Life are like, oh, maybe we should...
Brendan Felda saying that.
Yeah.
That never happens.
It's the strongest item in the game. It's a lot more expensive nowadays, but it's still the strongest. Delight is sending it into 4 people because I guess why not? You know, this is how teams get back in a game.
Down the Nexus eventually. Unless...
in League of Legends. Oh, blast cone, the disengage cone denied. We might actually have some action. Peanut in a bit of trouble. He is quite tanky, but he will be taking out the TP as well. Utilize. They really can't reliably leave their base after a fight like that.
Maybe it's about resilience.
You mean the message that...
The arm guard, by the way, cannot give this up, but the ward not spotted. Oh.
Immediate TP, they should know, but look at the damage here out of the Baron. Pyosik trying to get in, but he's just denied by Steadfast Presence the whole way. And he's not even going to try to, like, flash and ult into that one. They didn't quite have the vision to get in. There was a control ward. So that's just Baron over to the side of Hanwha Life Esports.
Oh, I love that from Life there. That's if they try the collapse and take the shortcut there, they could have actually turned, but Hanwha Life not cutting any corners. This time around, actually walking around, literally not cutting corners. And now with the Baron buff, I think the Nexus is about to fall, Valdez.
There's still a chance as long as the Nexus is alive. That's what I've learned from this game. I think Hanwha Life Esports are trying to give us that lesson.
It's a lot of layers, certainly.
Yeah. We're trying to get in onto the Jace. That is a lot of flashes, but immediately Peanut comes in like the hero. And says, get down, Mr. Zeus. And now we've got the engage coming in. Nice Zhonya's from Bulldog. I'm not sure it's going to be enough, though. Viper in the base, just taking everybody down. He does get extremely low, though, as Pyosik doing an incredible amount of damage with Berserker. But unfortunately, they lost whatever front line they had, as in goes Delight. And he's got Viper for the backup. Zeka face checks the brush, still wins the fight. And Pyosik will live with his dogs, but that is not going to be enough to save his Nexus, as game 1 will go to Hanwha Life Esports in enough time as was necessary.
Engage. Range isn't even too bad, particularly when you get to the later levels with Berserker. But nameplate's on. Are they going to be able to navigate, clear out the ward, and then Life a little bit later does the same as Zeus?
Well, he's going to hit Meganar at least, but I don't know if he gets out of this one, especially with the Permafrost landing. The heal comes in, but it's not enough. First blood goes over to Pyosik Sejuani.
And it's a flip of what happened
They
to
were
the
both
last
extremely overpowered. I think it was 2017. Yeah, it was fun times. Got a lot of wins. Did very well.
And then they got nerfed.
And then they will.
Yeah, right. Corki has never been meta since.
Yeah. Well, it's just going to be a
I thought it was cool, man. So, can we save Zeus here?
I mean, everybody is going top. It's a 3-on-3 here. It's just a straight-up fight, but the burst damage on the Zeus is enough, and the dash over the rocks for Peanut, as he will be taken out by Dudu's and Bessa. We do have Zeka still on the chase. Bulldog just going to flash away from that one, but a couple of kills picked up here for DNF.
Much more viciously than we did, but it was very warranted.
We'll just dive in the top lane here. There's that Rune Prison into Spear combo, as Peanut taking a huge amount of damage. He's going to flash out as the timing.
Makes the great escape. Peanut has to invest his flash, but he's going to be happy about that, as, Zeus, that's a mini-Gnar. Who has his ultimate. Berserker's here.
And he's going to get hit by the ult of the Mbessa. That is just so clean from Dudu. Berserker just helping out. And it's enough. They're getting a lot
needed
of...
the flash there, but not wanting to waste the time. This is a little bit rough, though, is because they went for that play and invested a lot of resources. I imagine that they were then behind on getting a base in, which meant that the Dragon still went over to Hanwha Live.
Zeus is just being bullied in this game. If he dies Mega, here, that's going to be 0-4. He does hit No, he doesn't.
No Mega.
No, just not going to hit it. And now, Live Esports are like, oh,
the hook!
We got to jump ship. The hook is big. Peanut trying to dash over the rocks. There's no other way to get out for him, so he had to try. It's 2 kills for
that. Now, the one thing I do want to highlight, Dudu can't die, right? He's the guy that is the most fed, has a ton of resources invested in him, cannot give up that shutdown. But the response from Hanwha Live doesn't actually end up doing too much, and that means the mid lane turret is going to fall.
Oh, looks like Peanut actually is going to clear it up, and now the whole team is here with the Realm Warp, as DNF, they did not factor that in. Pillshake just going to die, as they just simply did not get out in time, as Bulldog also going to be pulled off of the wall. That's a couple of kills here for Hanwha Live, as they do not respect the rotation power of the Rise.
Second kill also goes through is a big deal, because Bulldog being dead instead of being there to clear this wave means that Hanwha Live have an extra member on the map, meaning that now, this is what we talked about before, DN Freecs, they got to pull the trigger. They have so many ways to start a fight.
Yeah. The Chemtech Soul is actually pretty decent in this one.
Yeah.
The Nidalee and some big health bars here for Hanwha. And yeah, I mean, they're taking so much damage. Viper, he doesn't have cleanse, and even Arcane shifted in, and he gets hit by a Sejuani ultimate, but he's still not punished, as in goes Delight into that backline. He looks like he will be taken out, but so many low health bars here, and the Realm Warp in for Zeka. He wants more. They want to turn onto him, but Dudu not quite able to do the damage, but there it is. He is actually able to take him over. The rocks is Bulldog, and he will be able to take down Zeka and get a big bounty. So at least DNF were able to get that, and the Dragon is still alive, actually.
Oh, Bulldog can TP in. I think they might be able to contest this. Dudu doesn't have his, though. And that was very close. I hope that the Freecs get something for the troubles, because the Dragon went over to Hanwha Live. And if they just get Soul Point and you don't get the Otacon, things are about to be dire. But Zeus does have TP, stacking the Narber, but only halfway there.
Yeah, it's getting pretty low. There's the TP. He might just come down to a smite fight. The burst from the poke is what they're going to go for. Viper has to Arcane shift away, and now Peanut, awkward spot for him. Zeka as well, TPing to his doom potentially. As Zeus tries to help him, but Berserker just hops away. That's a big combo. All does come in, but the wall pushes them back into DNF. And DNF are rolling over them here in the top lane. Zeus all alone there. That's a triple now for Berserker. As Hanwha Live, they do not respect them on the Otacon. They want to take them down, but the turn from DNF is huge.
And they get the kills. They get the Otacon. They get a good amount of roses as well. And Hanwha Live. What was that? Still, value obviously is not going to be as crazy because of the fact that they haven't gotten a lot of epic objectives yet. But maybe in due time. But the gold remains in favor of the DN Freecs. And look at that swing!
Yeah, and look at this. Peanut gonna get just comboed with all the CC they have, the Nautilus, the Talia, they come together. And Peanut not able to do enough on this Nidalee, just going to be just given over, as you highlighted. Hanwha Life not going to flip the game on taking a Chemtech Soul right now.
This one.
Or TP. Viper gonna get caught in the ruler spot on Ezreal. Missed his Arcane shift as well. Hanwha Life are just falling apart. DNF gonna probably take a Baron from here. There's no Ezreal on the Rift at all. As Viper's like, well, I'm caught, I can't flash. There's really no reason to flash. And that's correct, but the fact that he got caught is the bigger issue. As we got a TP coming in, it looks like Hanwha Life want to try to fight this one, but they're down a member, and they're down so much gold at this point. The flash away, and in goes DNF. Delight gonna be caught here, and so will Zeus. He does hop the wall. So they get the pick, and their sights are set on Baron once again.
And Peanut's alive, but I don't think he's gonna be in a position to contest. Summoner's burned. And slowly, but surely, the confidence that we have for DN Freecs actually closing out this game keeps growing. But just don't let Peanut get a hit, but he shouldn't be allowed to, and he's not.
Yeah, no, I mean, you got a Tristana, you got an Ambessa. This guy is dying. Now, they do let the Baron leash, which probably a mistake, but probably more so because Pyosik was so low.
Peanut and Zeka aren't close. I think they're going to just burst it down. It's going to be gone.
Yeah, 5K ahead. They're just going to go for it. The Meganar is there for Zeus, but he can't get in. The Smite is early. Goes down to 30. Into Tristana, but it doesn't matter. It's a couple of kills going the way of DNF as well on top of the Baron. And now, you can just look to push to end from here. I mean, there is a Dragon in 2 minutes, but you can get an even larger lead from this one. I think DNF, you know, they've had a really big struggle so far in this season, but this is a game that I don't think anyone can drop from. It seems like it's in the bag for them. Hanwha Life Esports are not really putting 2 and 2 together.
Okay, yeah, losing the Genji, that's fine. Genji are really, really, really good. And I think the Freecs are playing great, don't get me wrong. This is clearly a continuation of their upwards trends. Peanut doesn't have flash.
Well, at least he did Zonya's all of the CC. But at the same time, they still have the Baron push coming in. Now the wall and the Abyssal right on top of Viper, as Dudu is an assassin right now on this Ambessa. He's looking for more. He's going to pick up Peanut, as finally he's able to let go and just dive into that back line and pick up 2, and he lets his team push in here up against 3. There's not much of a wave, but with Tristana, your pushing power is gigantic. As now even the flash on in, on top of Zeus. What's another death? Why not? There's the 8th as DNF will take down the turret, and they will take down game number 2 away from Hanwha Life Esports. Delight and Zeka desperate to bound a bunch of magic on top of them with this rise, but it's not going to be enough. Down goes the Nexus, and we will have a game number 3.
A great performance.
Of mobility.
Also, because they already have the elements for dive. But I think trying to play Zeri in the laning phase is going to be a complete disaster.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Equal response elsewhere on the map. Or will it be here on the Dragon as they are closing in? There is a lot of vision denial, but they're on top of the Scuttle Crab. So they know this is happening, obviously. In goes Delight. He's got a 3-man knockup opportunity, but he's going to let the Taric ultimate decide. He's just going to wait in his ult before he goes for it. And now the Taric ult is down. Viper gets a massive ult on everybody, and DNF are just caught against the wall. And the rest of Hanwha Life Esports, as that'll be 4 kills in the hands of Hanwha Life. Only go for Misfortune. I got Misfortune.
오공 잡았고. 용 신경 쓰지 말고. 나이스.
Don't worry about Dragon.
알리스타 임마. 그냥 음메 그냥. 나이스. 카링 도구.
Well, he was talking about Alistar. I don't know exactly what he said. Oh, Zeka, no! Oh, he does get the kill, but he gives a massive shutdown over to Bolt.
For the Orianna as soon as you move to side anyway, because Akali just has kill threat. And that's if nothing happens. You know, I think by the time you get the second item, it gets tough as...
I mean, Flash is available here for Dudu. It's just not going to matter with all the CC they have, as one more auto will do it. Peanut does have to take the kill, so Viper denied.
Love this play from Pyosik. Try and punish. Oh, the wall.
Yeah, they had a ward in that brush as well. The flash on him. Pyosik might just be able to do this all by himself. Dudu trying to help out, just trying to bait him in, and it's perfect.
Oh, no. Well, oh, no.
Oh, hello.
Doesn't have flash, by the way.
Yeah, he doesn't have flash, he doesn't have clone, and it's Vi and Alistar. The jungle and support duo coming together once again. Not quite able to hand that kill over to Zeri, although Viper really wanted it.
Yeah, but, you know, with a happy price. Oh, no, Dudu, don't do it. Dudu, no.
Yeah, he doesn't have flash here, as he is going to be knocked into the wall. And there's the stun. We got an ulting Zeri running after him. It's a very fast rumble, though, and he is going to be able to just run that one off.
The light missing the Q. Actually, then we will know what is going to happen in this game. Because either... Oh,
boy. Well, Berserker in a lot of trouble here, even without the Alistar. But with the Alistar, it's very easy, simple. Under the turret as Delight. Doesn't even have
no longer my balcony. As Dragon's going to get started. And they do tag Zeka here. Good amount of damage coming through.
All right, well, let's see what this fight looks like. Might look very similarly to the next one. Flash on in. They're trying to be proactive, but the Taric ult a bit late. Finally is utilized as Hanwha Life were waiting for that one. And now they're going to press all their buttons, and the Taric doesn't do anything. Down goes Pyosik.
Oh!
Massive shockwave, but it's just too little too late. As now that gold lead has not really stagnated. Still 5,000 in the head. They have the Chemtech Dragon as well. Will be the Otacon on top of it. And they're off to the races.
Yeah, this game is unfortunately, I think, a little over. I don't think that we're gonna get another one, and that's just the end of it. That is Soul Point gone. That's now a 5k gold lead.
Delight.
Just Dubstack igniting onto people.
Delight's having a great time today. You can tell. Berserker's just off here in the jungle, just kind of hanging out, you know. Doesn't have a splash.
He's giggling as well.
He's having a good time. He knows that.
I like that call, but they don't have any damage follow-up. Bulldog isn't there. You have the combo.
Oh.
Yeah, this doesn't
map
matter.
killing everyone.
Yeah.
And you just know, like, there's nothing you can do. Because Akali is just murdering every single person on the Rift, and nobody can stop him.
Yeah, they don't really have point-and-click CC at all.
Bulldog has done more damage than Zeka in this game.
That makes sense. Because Zeka kills people so fast.
Yeah.
And like, he doesn't really do that much damage outside. He just sees someone, kills them.
And they will attempt to. But over the wall, okay, they're going to put a nice ward. They spot the light. Good angle there.
Oh, Gigacon.
Oh, no.
Faces out.
Zeka going in. A bit ahead of his team, but he has the Shroud as now looking for the kill, and they kill him before the Tark ultimate even hits him. And down will go Berserker, not even able to use his flash, as the Wombo combo is going to be towards the side of Hanwha Life Esports. It is a very one-sided affair. They get an ace 26 minutes in, and you know what that means. That'll be GG for Hanwha Life Esports with the 2-1 victory, as long as they can push down mid and end this game right here.
They comboed, they womboed, and unfortunately for the DN Freecs, the losing streak will not cease on this day, although I guess their Nexus will be standing for a little bit longer, so maybe a bit too quick. It wouldn't have mattered! Wouldn't have mattered! Berserker couldn't do anything there!
They didn't end the game, but they did end life again. He's got 12 kills! Zeka has 12 kills! And he's getting a 13th! He just keeps getting more! You cannot stop this Akali! And he has 25 stacks. I mean, we were right about that, Chronicler, at least.
The Flash R2 for maximum disrespect. Just killed the Nexus. They don't need Baron. They need this. Come on, Hanwha. They've suffered enough.
It feels better if you push with Baron, though, because then all the minions are purple.
Not pink.
Not pink. They're actually purple.
They're actually purple.
Yeah. And they're all buffed up, so it's boys.
You know when you have players that are mains like one trick, so that are you know in high elo, and then they do a Smurf game for content, and they're like, look at me, he's doing it in the LCK, Veldes. There's a world champion on the enemy team. His world champion on the enemy team, and he has no mercy.
Well, he's playing that champion of Akali, which is one of the classic in italics. One of the classic Zeka champs. And now I think they're just going to press their buttons and kill him. The equalizer comes down, the Tark ultimate utilized as well. They don't care this time, as they're just going to get into that backline. Viper finally picks up a kill again. Zeka nearly taken out, actually, is going to go golden. And there's a 14th. Can he make it a 15th? Yes, he can, because why not? Meanwhile, Zeus got a kill onto Dudu in the fountain. And so that will now be the end of game number 3. Hanwha Life Esports will end this one. 24 kills total, but 15 of them went to their Akali player Zeka in the mid lane. And that'll do it. GG Hanwha Life with the win tonight.